Good morning, y'all. So y'all know in the morning time I'll be ready to yap. Um, okay, so I wanted to talk about um Apple products. So I'm gonna just start off with the iPhone. Um, I pay $150 for this phone. I think it's probably like 170 if I'm being accurate. The only thing that is on this phone is the service. So I pay $55 a month for this phone to call, text, FaceTime, do everything that a iPhone needs to do. So when I see people online, listen, my life is very minimum. Like, I'm plugged in, don't get me wrong, but if it don't make money, it don't make sense. If I don't have to pay $1,000 for something, I'm not gonna pay $1,000 for something. This phone is, if I would have bought this phone from Apple or whatever, this phone would have been $1,000. Plus, on top of that, if I would have bought like AT&T service or whatever, that would have been $100 and something a month for a line. That does not make sense in my life, none whatsoever. When I can just buy a phone from Cricket for $170 and pay $55 for the service every month. I feel like social media has gotten to people's head to where they're not being good stewards over their money. And in my mind, if you're not a good steward over your money, then sexually, you're not going to be a good steward over that either. So, like I said, that is just my thought process and what I go by. Because if you can get upset about material things, when it comes to my emotions, you're not going to think anything of it. And so, I just feel like a lot of these companies are not really realizing the emotional standpoint of their business, because they're playing on your emotions. Like, every year you have to upgrade your phone. If you think about it, they have built a system within iPhones or Apple products in general. I'm not even going to say iPhone. So all the modern minimalistic girlies that have their MacBook, their iPad, their desktop, their iPhones, their iWatch, like their Apple Watches, their all of that stuff. There's a system in place to where after a year it crashes. Sorry, my stomach is growling. It crashes to where you have to upgrade it to a new device. Not even just upgrade the software, like upgrade the whole device to where the next year you paying $1,000 for an iPhone altogether, even after you done paid it off. You're paying X amount of money for an iPad once you already paid it off. You're paying $500 for another desktop after you done already paid it off. Like, you're in a system. You are in the matrix, baby girl. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. So I took it upon myself. I think when I was like maybe 24, I started realizing like I'm investing so much money into other people and I'm losing myself through the process. So I went on this single journey to where like I disconnected from all Apple products. Like, I still have my iPhone, my iPad, and my Apple Watch. But as far as like making that my end all be all, like on this phone, all I do is call, text, or FaceTime. Like, that's all this phone is used for. I haven't bought any apps, no extra apps on this phone, like none of that. I haven't played into the Apple system. With my iPad, I use that for my business website. let me see what else I use my iPad for. That's been my main priority right now. So for editing YouTube videos, just because it's on a bigger screen, and checking my emails. For the phone that I'm using right now, I just do content on this. Like, this is my little content station right now. Like, I don't have, well, I do have a camera too, when I go out and vlog sometimes, but majority of the stuff I use on my iPad, on my iPhone. So yeah, like, I haven't played into the system of electronics because, like I said, $1,000 a day for an iPhone is $1,000 that I could be invested into my business. As far as getting the LLC, getting your EIN number, getting funding for your business, like for your own personal business, so you can be the next Apple, you can be the next Elon Musk, like all of that stuff or whatever. Like, I feel like people aren't using their money wisely, and that's just not really something that I want to be a part of. Like, yeah, so that was a wake-up call that I had to figure out my own self, because I was playing into the social media game, having every single social media. Like, 1 second, like, I'm Snapchatting, the next thing I'm uploading on Instagram, the next second I'm tweeting on Twitter, I done downloaded Threads, now I'm making 15-minute videos on TikTok. Like that's so disconnected from other people, like, to where people are really losing valuable connections. So my brand, It Girl April, is going to be teaching girl allies, one, how to build business for themselves, two, a way for them to be creative beings within their own business, so they won't be trying to tell somebody else how to be in their life. And then two, just building like generational wealth within themselves, because only you personally know like what God has given you, as far as like your gifts, your visions, your dreams, your ideas, all of that stuff. So you don't want to spend so much time explaining to the next person what God has already placed in you. You want to use that time to do what it is that God has shown you. So that's what It Girl headquarters is going to be doing. My first product is going to be lip gloss, just because that's an easy business to do. I'm going to have like setup shop to where the girls are going to be learning how to package and put the lip glosses inside of the lip gloss tubes. Like I said, package it up, send it out, all of that stuff, so they know how to do this for themselves. I'm gonna have a content creation room, so that way I can help build my brand. But I wanted to make this video today because this is the start. I'm 29 years old, y'all. I cannot keep on playing with other people, investing so much of my time, going to other people's jobs, and they could give two shits about me. So I decided to build my own brand and make money for myself, so that way I can have the personal freedom to hang out with my friends, buy what I want to buy, and, like I said, build generational wealth for myself. So that is that. Your girl done stayed down as long as she could stay down, but it's time to pop it now. So I just wanted to put out there off rip, thank y'all for being on this journey with me. This is not just for girl allies, because I feel like the information that I learned throughout my life, like when it comes to financial stability, financial literacy, and financial freedom, is global. But I am going to start off with the girl allies because that is my target audience. I do see a lot of women that get so invested in a man that they lose their personal self. And as somebody that has been through that when I was 14, 15 years old, now that I'm 29, girl, you never thought it was going down that way. That nigga money is that nigga money. My money is my money. And we gonna have to rock, paper, scissors whenever we have a baby, because I know how I want my kids to flourish in life, and I just need for God to bring somebody that's on that same wave into my life so that I won't have to spend 10, 15 years explaining to a man that I want quality of life. So yeah, that is my little spill. Like I said, side note, my first product is lip gloss and lip liners, but that's just for fun, just for social media. My first event that I'm gonna be hosting is, I don't know if I want to do it in June. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I want to host like a event or whatever. I was in a background story. I was in the military for 6 years, so I learned a lot about like financial literacy and all of that stuff. So I want to share my knowledge with the world. Like I said, the first event is going to be, let me see, because you know I be on ChatGPT, talking to ChatGPT now, y'all. Let's see. I think it's on my other phone, but let me see. Let's go to It Girl headquarters. It Girl HQ overview. Oh, okay. So my first event is going to, is going to be my It Girl launch party, my It Girl Gloss launch party. So it's going to be a daytime event. It's going to be like a beauty party. It's going to be for the girl Allahs. And I'm super excited because I want everybody to come out and support and buy some lip gloss and just see what It Girl HQ is about to be about. I'm gonna send out dates and all of that good stuff or whatever soon. Just so y'all are in the know. And then after that, I'm gonna really start like doing my opening and networking mixers. I'm gonna do a launch party, like a pop-up shop or whatever for my It Girl Fit, my perfume brunch party, and then other like informational like webinars, and well, not webinars because I feel like that's online, but like, what's the word, seminars is like when you go to a place, and yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. So yeah, that is what's coming up in my life, y'all. I done stayed down long enough, y'all. It's time to come up. So this year I turned 29 and fine. But this next decade is about me like actually putting belt to ass, getting my business out there, and being as successful as God wants me to be. So lock in, 5 tweak out.